just started the new school year. And it's in some institutions, some places, some businesses, they're just starting their third quarter. And the expectation when you're a Black professional working in private schools, just like everybody else, you got this job and you come in and maybe you got a new position. Maybe your new position is a division head. Maybe you're on the senior admin team or you're in the classroom and you're attempting to bring your full self to the community. You sit in senior admin meetings if that's the role you're playing. And in that senior admin team meeting, you are you're all working on the new strategy for the new school year, for welcoming the students back. Students are out enjoying themselves and you all are planning strategically. You've got a strategy. You want to make sure that this is the best school year ever, 2026, 2027. Let's go. And you're thinking about the opening days of school. So there's always a welcome back, first day of school. And I was remembering one school that I worked at that invited the drumline of the local HBCU to visit and to perform on that opening day meeting. It was awesome. It was so good because the it was culturally inclusive, right? And that was the first time I had ever been at a school that involved a drumline like that. I went to a public high school and I saw we had a marching band. And in that marching band, and so you would see it's the beginning of the school year. We had a football team, and the marching band was as important to the Friday night lights, if you will, as the football game and the football team itself. We had a drum major, and he would run out and blow the whistle and conduct the band and things like that. And it was just so much fun. But I'm a Black woman working in private school, and I had not seen that. Even this first school that I worked at, we didn't have that. In any schools after that, I didn't see it either. But as I had that memory of how much joy I had, this was actually my first year at this new school, and I was like, wow. So I hadn't been on a planning committee or anything, but I started to think about, what did it take for that leader to actually sit at the planning table like you all are? If you're on that senior admin team, you may be thinking about, well, how do we open the school year? How do you make the argument, if you will, that this is the way that you should open the school year? That there's a quality of there's a quality that those college students had to make the team, make the drum line in order for them to be able to participate and bring that to come outside of the school. Think about if you join a choir or something like that, and the choir is invited to come to perform somewhere. So the what it takes for you to have a drum line that is so well received within the community that a high school would want you to come. Then thinking about the internal meetings that had to have happened. You're sitting at a table and you're saying, I think we should invite the drumline from this HBCU at this predominantly white school. And I know oftentimes it's said that race doesn't matter, and we're all inclusive and things like that. And there's also a kind of unwritten, unspoken, hidden. Um, we don't do things like that. So many times you might hear we don't do things like that, right? So that's what this video I'm talking to you about, the invisible work that comes behind the scenes when you are the one who proposes that you bring the drum line from a historically Black college and university to perform on the first day, forward presenting it. You are presenting this to the parents, your presenter trustees may be there, definitely all of your colleagues and the students who are so excited. They're in their first day of school outfits, and this is what they see. Some people on the committee might have been nervous when you first brought it up. Okay. So everybody saw the performance, but nobody saw the proposal. Nobody saw the meetings. Nobody saw the resistance. Nobody saw the multiple emails. No one saw the budget conversations. No one saw the person who had to convince people that this mattered, that this was a good idea. That's the labor that nobody sees. Okay. Now, again, if you are a Black professional in a private school and you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Maybe it was a hiring initiative. You wanted to, you're thinking about when you start the new year, you've been in the opening faculty meeting come September when everybody is back on campus, and you're looking around wondering, well, maybe I really hope that you're looking around and you're pleased with the numbers. What I used to say was, 13%, Black Americans, we make up about 13% of the population. I would love to see 13% of adults working in the school with me, my colleagues. And if not, that's a conversation. Say I'm the dean of faculty, or I'm a division head. That's an initiative that might be something that you might want to bring up. If you are interested in improving, the data shows that diversity amongst your staff, amongst your hiring, the students need to see adults who look like them in professional roles. So every cultural celebration, every student issue, every DEI proposal, every community partnership, all these things that require invisible labor when you're working in a private school. It's before anyone ever applauds the results, right? So here's this is the most important thing, that the cost that goes into like I said, you just came off of a good school year that ended in June. Now it's the first week in July, and you're thinking, okay, time to roll up my sleeves and decide which part of that list of things to do are you going to add to your job description as the Black professional walking into these schools? Which part are you going to tackle? Right? So that's the work. That's what you are going to be facing, or you have been facing if you're returning to your school that you were at last year. And this brings me to why, oh why, oh why I started our own lane. Because I wanted there to be a place where people don't have to explain all of this. Everyone in the room already understands the labor that nobody sees. So if you're a Black professional working in a private school and you're tired of carrying this work alone, I'd love to have a conversation with you. Our founding cohort for both the Accelerator lane and the Pacesetter lane starts the first week in August, and enrollment is closing July 31st. I hope you'll join us because this is your lane, your people, and we're here. I put the links in the description below, and I hope you'll consider joining the free ramp, which will take you to our private school community, and we'll start our journey together. Have a great day.